My name's Eddie and I'm just a railway modeller trying to pass on a bit of techniques that I've learnt. I get a lot of requests for how do I add brickwork, or fancy brickwork basically, not just plain. So I'll see if I can walk you through it. This is not for the experts, this is for the newbies like myself who have found the technique and want to pass it on. First thing you have to do is find a texture. Now I've just picked this one because it's quite a good site. It's Polyhaven. Browse textures, and there we go on the left there. So find a brick and we have all these brick textures, and the one I'm using for this demo is this castle brick broken. Nice and rough, and it really shows it off. What you have to do is download this, and you can see it's a 75 meg file, so it's quite large, but you need the resolution. So first job, download a decent picture. Now you've got another option. It's in a program called Materialize. It's another free one, and what you can do is, you're better off watching this made by someone else, but all you do is you open a texture. So we got one there, we've got castle one. It does take a little while, and it brings it in, and then you can change all these different maps and settings and stuff to really customize your bricks. We're not going to do that today. I say find a tutorial on YouTube and it'll sort you out on this one, and then you save your texture. And the one to save it to is, when you save, it has to be this diffuse map, or is it the height map, one of the two, and it comes up as a DISP. But someone will explain it on YouTube better than me. There's also another way of getting crazy bump, and you open this, open a photograph. There's one there sitting there. It doesn't do anything for a little while, thinks about it, and it comes in, and this is basically the map of the bricks that I've imported. So you select this shape, and this does the same thing. You can change all the different sizes, intensities. It's a lot of playing, and displacement is the one you want, and then when you finish playing you save it as a displacement to file. So it's a DISP. That's what we're working in today. So there's plenty of textures out there, and this is all to get a texture into Blender so we can make our bricks. Right, this is Blender, so we open it up. Splash screen on the front there. If you just click away from it, first thing you want to do is get rid of this scene here. So if you press A will select everything. Press delete, all gone. So we're left with a blank canvas here. What the first thing we want to do is add a mesh. So it's top left corner there, in object mode, add mesh, and brings up sub menu and go down to grid, and this will be the start of our wall. It brings up a bottom left, it brings up add grid little box, so you click on that, and here we can subdivide our mesh into something workable for our bricks. So I would go subdivision 200. If you press tab you'll go into the next box, 200, and tab, and we'll say 3 meters. And you press enter, and then we've got a start of our wall. If you look on the edge, there's no depth to it. The first thing we want to do is go to the right hand side, click on the spanner. This is, it's called modifier properties. This is where you add modifiers to change basically that plane there into a wall. The first modifier we want to add is a solidify. So if you look on this edge here, we'll add solidify, and straight away it's giving us a bit of depth there. If you come over to the panel, it's dropped down. Mode is simple. Thickness, I would up it to say 0.5. Gives us a bit of depth to play with. We can always chop it off later, and that's all you need on that one at the moment. If you go down to the next one, is object data properties. Sorry, click on the object data properties. Brings another menu up here. Vertex groups. Press plus, and now this vertex group is this square. Double click the group and rename it. So we'll call it the base. Enter. Go back to solidify, and at the bottom it's got output vertex groups. If you click on the arrow, it's got shell and rim. If you click on the shell and click base, don't do it up this vertex group, do it in the shell, output vertex groups. And if you click on this small arrow here, or roll the window back up. So that's our base setup. Next thing we want to do is add our bricks to it. So we add another modifier, and this one's in the D form. Come down, displace, click on that. Your object to change, don't worry about that. In the drop down box it's got new, click on new, and it comes up texture. Now we want to add our own texture, so if you click on these sort of two buttons one above the other, we have now dropped from the spanner group down to the checkered, which is our texture group. So what we want to do is add our brick texture. So come down, open, we'll find where we've downloaded, and I've got mine under castle wall textures, and this is what, if you download, this is the different maps you'll get come in. For what we need, all we need is the DISP map .png. So basically it's a picture. Double click and that'll bring in, if you see this preview, the map of our bricks, and this is the brickwork applied. So what we need to do now is go back to the spanner, to the displace. First thing we want to do is the direction. Now you can see this is all hanging over the edges. If we put the displace map in the Z direction, there we go, straight away we've squared up, we've gone back to our square, which is what we need. Then we want to add the vertex group, and the only one we've got is the base, which we made earlier. So if we click on that, there we go. So we've got our bricks on our base, but they're on the wrong side. So if you click on the arrow next to the base, you can invert that, and there you go. And that's our bricks, believe it or not, looking quite good on top. In the displace now, the strength is the next one. If we drop the strength down to say 0.1, enter, now we're getting a bit of a brick wall there, and that's looking not too bad. Now you need to crisp it up a bit. So what we need to do, if you press tab, which will, if you look at the top left corner, it will change from object mode to edit mode. Now this is our object subdivided. So if you right click on it again and subdivide, that will subdivide, makes it prettier basically. So if you press tab again, now we've gone back into object mode and our bricks are looking quite good now. Just to say, if you subdivide again, you might find you've gone too far and everything starts to grind to a halt. Also, your STL file will increase in size, so there's a trade-off between what you can see texture wise and what print and super detail. It really depends how far you want to go. To me, that will print. If it looks good on the screen, it'll print good, and that looks pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll pause this now and I'll come back for a second part and we'll show how we can cut a hole in it.